depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create baits that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt, use fluke slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's just a fun demonstration, but for you, it's the thrill of the hunt. They can eat several hundred pounds of food a day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose serious threats to many populations of killer whales.
Father
Joining us today, these animals have inspired you and deepened your appreciation for killer whales just as they have for all of us. We will continue to learn about these amazing animals, and we hope that you do too. Thank you for being with us, and have a fantastic rest of your night here at SeaWorld San Antonio. Bye-bye.
Veterinarians can collect a blood sample at least once a month to make sure that our whales are staying healthy. Now throughout today's presentation, you may notice the trainers giving the whales back rubs, belly rubs, or even tossing jello back and forth. These are just one of the many ways that we can continue to build our relationships with all of the whales.
That's right, Emily. Hi folks, I'm on the other side of the pool hanging out with the largest member of our killer whale family, Cayucid. Drawing blood is just one of the ways we can make sure that the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic tool is knowing how much each individual weighs. We weigh the whales once a week by asking them to slide their bodies onto a killer whale-sized scale, just as Cayucid's going to demonstrate right here. Now, take a look at the lower end of his body. A large portion is still hanging in the water. That's called the peduncle, and it can easily weigh up to several hundred pounds. So, we're not able to accurate weight in this position. But to fix that problem, we can ask the whales to lift their head and tail into the air like this. And that's how we know that Cayucid here weighs in at 9,510 pounds. to make sure that the younger animals are growing appropriately, and the older animals, like Cayucid here, are maintaining a healthy weight. All of these husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that the whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. For the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hello, everybody. Tuar and I have moved down here to the glass with our new friend Landon. Landon, why don't you go ahead and give everybody a great big wave hello? Awesome! So killer whales learn necessary life skills by mimicking other members of their pod or even their mothers. Now, it's kind of like a little game of follow the leader. Do you want to play a little game of follow the leader with Tuar today? You do? Okay, let's go ahead and take that hand, put it straight up in the air. Awesome. Go ahead and give Tuar a great big wave hello. And check that out. He is waving right back to you. Killer whales have good eyesight above and below the water. They can often be found doing behaviors such as spy hops or breaching completely up and out of the water to get a good look at their surroundings. Let's go ahead and have Tuar demonstrate that second behavior. All right, so go ahead and point at him and then point over to the side. Perfect! Oh, he almost saw you. Let's try one more time. Point at him and then point over. Good job. Looks like he saw you that time, and he's gonna go 40 feet all the way down to the bottom, and check it out, right in the center.
Wow, that was really cool. Folks, Cayucid and I moved down here to the glass with our new friend, Mike. Hi, everybody. Now, Mike and I are gonna teach you guys all about killer whale communication, isn't that right? Killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways, including tapping various body parts on the surface of the water, or by manipulating the blowhole located on top of their head. So we're gonna ask Cayucid to make one of those vocalizations for us now. Why don't you turn and face him and just pretend you're conducting an orchestra. Very nice. Now sound travels 4.5 times faster in water than it does through the air. So when the whales are making these sounds, it can be heard for miles around. It was pretty loud when Tuar jumped in the center of the pool. But are you guys ready to hear how loud the largest member of our killer whale family can be? Yeah! All right, so remember that second signal, Mike? We're gonna have 2 fists and karate chop. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go, very nicely done. Cayucid saw you, and he is headed to the bottom. You see the tail flukes in down motion. Remember that peduncle we talked about and how powerful it is? Well, check it out. That was great, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for both of our volunteers today.
As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries about these incredible animals. For example, we know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That is information impossible to obtain out in the wild. However, some information can only be gathered through field observation. This is why SeaWorld works with our partners, like the Norwegian Orca survey, to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner.
and problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales both active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their stories with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's floor. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all of that today, and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scales and see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors help strengthen social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just one of the reasons why they're known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orcinus orca. Their common name is killer whale, and each of our 5 whales have their own personal names. We have our 3 females, Takara, Sakari, and Kameo. And joining us right here are 2 males, Kayukit and Tuar. Kamea is the youngest whale of our pod at 9 years old. Her mother Takara is our oldest whale at 31 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which just means she is the leader. These whales trust us and take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we're able to teach them husbandry or healthcare behaviors. Joining us at the slide outs tonight are trainers Emily and Malin to help demonstrate some of these behaviors.
Thanks, Brooke. I am over here with Tuar, who is 23 years old, and he is demonstrating one of the very first behaviors that we teach the whales. Right here, this is called a fluke present. So while Tuar is in this position, not only can we get a good look at his entire body, but it also allows us access to the easy to see veins